What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I have some bright, fun, bold colors for you guys today and a lot of glowing skin because we are going to try out something new from Lime Crime. Something like that's new from their Plushie line. They're expanding the Plushie line to now they have these sheer press pigment quads. So we have the Fresh Squeeze, which is definitely more of like that juicier kind of palette, and then we also have the Sweet Blends, which is definitely more of a sweeter with one kind of bold color. Really quickly, let me show you guys some swatches before we get started. So we have the Fresh Squeeze, which is jackfruit, orange juice, mango, and dragon fruit. And then we have the Sweet Blends, which is rosebud, chocolate milk, melon smoothie, and blueberry. I'm going to do a little tutorial on these as well as giving you guys my final thoughts just to see what I think of them and what I think of the formulation of them. So if you like to see that, then keep on watching. So as you can see, my base is on. My brows are a little bit strong today. I don't know what went on with that, but whatever. So we're just going to dive right into the eyes and cheeks because this product can be used for both. We're going to go in with the new Lime Crime Plushies Sheer Press Pigment Quads. This is the Fresh Squeeze. This one is more of like the orangey, kind of warmer tone palette. And then we have the Sheer Sweet Blends, which is going to be more of a neutrals with a little pop of color. So, I mean, both of them together, I feel like would be a really perfect like palette. Just put them all together. They're supposed to be sheer. Now, when they say sheer, they don't really mean that they go on like really patchy or powdery. I think they just mean that it's going to build up. Like if you have a pressed pigment, you know how much kickback you're going to get. You know that that pressed pigment is going to be kind of sometimes hard to blend. So they want to do like a sheer formula. So I mean, I get it. At the same time, though, I guess it makes sense in a way. I know for a fact Rosebud is going to be the color I'm going to be using for my blush today, and I'm also going to try to tie that in with the eye because I really want to do something kind of extreme, kind of fun. I think I want to start working in my crease. I think I want to go in with jackfruit just to see how it looks. But since that color is definitely a little bit more of a sheer yellow, it still went on pretty nicely. It's not looking patchy or powdery or anything like that. It does look still pretty good. So I'm going to go in with this palette again in the shade Dragon Fruit for my lid color because I want to do it like a really intense lid color. Before I get finished with this eye, I wanted to show you really quickly what I was talking about when it comes to sheer. This one right here, I did pack on like 3 kind of layers. This one right here is I think 1.5, almost 2 layers. So as you can see, it definitely is a little bit more sheer, but it doesn't look bad. It's mostly just going to look more like a soft wash of color versus this one being more truly opaque. So I feel like the idea of it is really cute because then you can do 2 different kind of looks with these colors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with orange juice right here, right next to that. I'm going to kind of take that with the same brush I used for the yellow, and I'm just going to kind of use that in my crease just to kind of create kind of a soft sunset kind of eye. Just going to quickly go back in with a small amount of the jackfruit and just kind of make sure the yellow is still kind of prominent in that area. So now for my lower lash line, I'm going to go in with blueberry and the other palette, the Sweet Blends palette. I'm going to take a little bit more of the jackfruit right here. I'm just going to kind of tie everything together just because I really wanted to do something kind of fun with this. So So see how I added that yellow, but I don't look exactly crazy yet? That's what I like about how it's more of a sheer pigment. I just really want to do something kind of fun, something different, something very edgy for a work look especially. Now we're going to go in with the shade Rosebud right here, which I'm going to be using kind of like as a blush, and it's going to kind of go up a little bit more. Now I'm just going to apply a little bit on my nose, but I am going to soften this up, don't worry about it, because like the blush is a little bit stronger than I want it to be, so I really wanted to focus on the blush being over here. So in the apple of the cheek, I'm definitely going to be softening that up. I'm going to take a little tiny bit of the shade Melon Smoothie, because this one has a slight warmth to it too, so as you can see, it adds a lot more of a rosiness to that outer area. I softened the blush a little bit in certain areas because I wanted to pack it on really heavy and then just kind of veil it out a little bit, just because I don't want to look crazy, but I want this to be a special kind of look. So really quickly, before I finish off the face, and of course before I put on mascara and lashes, I'm going to do my inner corner of brow bone highlight really quick. So I'm going to take the Anastasia Dream Glow Kit, which is like one of my favorite products right now, and I'm going to take the highlighting shade Unicorn. Brow bone really quick because Unicorn is just not going to cut it. I'm going to go in with the shade Sunshine. So now I'm going to throw on some mascara and some lashes, and I'll be right back to put on the rest of the highlight and a lip. Now that the lashes are on, I did add a little bit of bronzer just because I do not want to walk around looking like an egg and have a little bit of blush and not have bronzer. We are going to highlight, obviously. I'm going to go in with the shade Regal right here from the Dream Glow Kit. Look is almost done. We're going to go in with a lip. I'm going to use the new Lime Crime Plushie lipstick in the shade Melon Smoothie. So there you have it. This is the final look. I wanted to try something different, and it came out a lot better than I thought it would, so I'm very happy about that. So I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on the Plushie eyeshadow quads. Now, I already will say right now, the Plushie liquid lipsticks are some of my favorite, like soft, sheer, blur, matte lipsticks, because they just go on really opaque if you want to build them up opaque, but they also go on very sheer, and you can pat them in and they look beautiful. They don't transfer nearly as much, and they also wear a very long time, which is what I love about them. Let me give you guys my final thoughts on these palettes. These are $22 a piece, so I mean, yes, it is $22. You do get 4 decently sized pans inside of here, but they are sheer to pigment to opaque to whatever you want to call them, because honestly some of the colors went on a little bit more sheer, some of the colors went on very strong, and honestly the formulation of them are pretty good. Now they are more of a pressed pigment, but they are a sheer pressed pigment, so they're easy to work with, which I like, and they do build on really nice. Now, do they have a lot of kickback? A lot of kickback, but you know what, they are pigments, so when you advertise it as a pigment, you know you're gonna get some kickback. Everything else is so good about these, so I mean, I like them personally. If it were me, I would rather have it as like a palette, like a 8 shade, like an 8 pan palette put together, because that way I would rather just spend like $40 and just get the 8 shades versus spending $44 and getting 2 different mini palettes. But I mean, they're good for travel. If you want to throw them in your bag, you definitely can. They are definitely more of a brighter, more bolder variety. I would definitely say I do recommend them. They are really nice little palettes, and of course they are limited edition, so pick them up whenever you get a chance. But I do like them. I really think that the palettes are actually kind of cute. So the only thing I would say is I kind of would like a mirror in them, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter because I don't see myself traveling with them. I just see myself using them for like blush and doing crazy extravagant looks like I did today. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the very near future. Love you. Bye.